Hey squaddies, and welcome to Thriving with the Sussexes. My name is Deanna and I'm here to report on all things Sussex. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now let's get on with it. Hey squaddies, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening whenever you're listening. Hello. Be sure to check out memberships. You can join if you're interested. And just like with all my information, I'll put it in the description box. Thanks. Prince Harry's interviews. Just giving you a heads up, I would not give a commentary on the ITV interview. I didn't watch that interview. And I'll watch it on some other time, just not any time soon. And the next video will have the Stephen Colbert interview, the commentary for that one. What I find hilarious, or lack of, is that Buckingham Palace, the welfare royals, is addicted to demanding advanced viewings of Harry's interviews and expecting people to bow down to them. First of all, this is America. We don't bow down to anybody. Days of blackmailing and manipulating the press from outside the UK is over. Well, at least over here in the States. We're not about that life. This country had a literal war just to make certain that would no longer be the case. And the man, the audacity of this joke of a family. There's no relevancy in the Buckingham Palace or anywhere in that neck of the woods. The relevant royals live in America, in Montecito. We're good. Anywho, I really enjoyed the 60 Minutes interview with Anderson Cooper, as well as Good Morning America's interview with Michael Strahan. My opinion on the welfare royals hasn't changed, as you pretty much are aware. They're trash and are fragile individuals. From Tampon Charles, Rottweiler Horse Hybrid, Horse Miller, Willie Peg, Mannequin, and anybody else who isn't important enough to be brought up on here. So the interviews with Anderson Cooper on 60 Minutes and Michael Strahan on Good Morning America was enjoyable, as I mentioned before. It had me feeling our source of emotions for Harry. When he spoke of his mother, you can see the love and hurt in losing her, but also having her with him. Losing a parent really takes a lot out of you. Part of you is gone, and to lose a parent at such a young age is tough. Heck, losing a parent as an adult is tough. But just think, that adult had more years with that parent, while that child will never be granted that. Especially such a loving and caring parent like Diana was. To know that the first time Harry cried was when his mother's casket was being lowered to her final resting place was absolutely devastating to me. Like, because that final moment, it ends there physically. Like, you can't just go back and talk to the person like in person, can't hug them. Oh my gosh, just my eye, I'm like tearing up just thinking about that. And I can only imagine the guilt he was feeling because of the last conversation he had with his mom, and the fact that he wouldn't cry about it for many years. And part of mourning, like everyone mourns differently. Like, not everyone cries when they lose someone that they love, or sometimes there's a delayed reaction. For me, like when I lost my father, I was more shocked than anything. Like, at first, like I was in denial about it. Like, I had no emotional feeling or anything. Like, I was just shocked. And I guess even like after the funeral and everything, like just I did not cry. I didn't know what to feel. Like, I mean, I've seen this man my entire life, my entire childhood, like teenagehood, and then like young adult. Like, I'm just getting started to going out there, and it was really hard because like he was a huge part of my childhood. Like, my mom and dad, like, I mean, I was grateful to have like both my parents in the household and everything like that. And they were partnerships and everything. You know, there was a great team, and I just, you know, I really miss him. You know, he's such a great dad, great husband to my mom, and just overall great person. I shared him with a lot of other kids that didn't have dads. I'm used to sharing. I'm a twin, you know, so it's just something I was born with. But yeah, I miss him. But it took a long time for me to cry. Like, so I understand Harry completely. Like, in as time goes on, the tears get less and less, but you miss that parent, you really do. But yeah, like I said, I understand Harry completely. For not crying. Like it took him. I guess he haven't cried in years. I guess so. Like he hasn't cried, and like I said, like everyone mourns differently. So like if someone's not crying, it's not because they don't care, didn't care about the person. It's just that's their genuine, organic feelings. So don't be too hard on that person who's not crying. And for a while, Harry shared that he didn't even believe that she was really gone. And I know that's very common. I've heard of that. I've seen it. Um, I haven't experienced that, but I know a lot of people who experience that. So, and yeah, like I mentioned, it's pretty common, especially if you haven't seen the body one last time. I was told that funerals in the UK are mainly closed casket. I did not Google search to fact check that. I even asked people who live over there, family members, because I don't know, they're probably thinking like, okay. I mean, because it's too morbid for me, and that's me, okay. I don't normally look for stuff like that, and I'm totally okay if any of you can educate me regarding that. I love your comments. I enjoy reading them. I enjoy putting my heart, giving you love and appreciation for sharing your opinion in your comments. That's great. I mean, if you're a troll, though, I mean, I'm not going to give you any love. I'm just going to block you. But everyone else, I appreciate your comments. So yes, educate me, educate me. I want to learn. I want to learn. So, so yeah, I mean, Harry pretty much shared a lot of what we already pretty much knew, but I just, like the fact that he didn't get the support, love, didn't he get any physical support for any member of his family. Like all the adults in his family are that cold hearted that they don't even hug each other. Like that is not normal at all. I mean, I understand people who aren't really all that, you know, physical and all that, but I don't know. Actually, I don't. And he's a kid. He was a child, a 12-year-old child at that, just so young. And the most important thing to me is knowing that like a kid deserves love. A kid deserves love. You see your child, they're upset, they're sad. Don't go hollering at them, yelling at them, or telling them to man up or not. Just so toxic to me. So just give your baby a hug. Hug your child. They need that. Okay, they want to feel safe. They want to be reassured that everything's going to be okay. And Harry did not give that from those people. That's just, oh my God, mind-boggling. It was just so much toxicity in that family. And yeah, I really hated hearing that. Nobody deserves that. And the fact that your own family isn't giving this child that is such a shame. The least they could have done was give him therapy. Like just that existed back then, but never complain, never explain, right? So, Harry said that he used alcohol and drugs as a form of healing, which didn't work, so he found himself in the military, and that environment in itself was what he needed. since it gave him purpose in life and it gave him some discipline and a really good support system. The military is so. And he definitely got that. And they did not give a F about his birthright status as a prince. So I know that had to be welcoming for him. And him becoming an Apache pilot through everything that was just practically thrown at him his entire life was so impressive. I know that when it was official that he had to have been so proud of himself. And shoot, I'm proud of him for that. And then him forming the Adventist games and seeing how helping others is healing for him and taking therapy seriously for himself and for his wife and children while also taking accountability with whatever he thought he did wrong, with that family. It just shows how much of a man he is compared to his weak father and insecure brother. But actually, you know what? They're both weak and insecure. And I totally understand Harry's cautious optimism regarding reconciliation of his family, but I don't see it. They truly believe that they are right, they're that they're perfect, and won't apologize or take accountability because it won't look good for the institution. We're dealing with man, aka grown boys, who was handed everything to them their whole entire lives. They never earned respect. They automatically were born to believe that God chose them to rule over people, to cause oppression to others, steal gems, money, people, jealous kings or queens who are jealous of their much younger sibling, the spare's popularity within the kingdom. They will have them locked up in a tower or mysteriously taken out of this planet. Backstabbing, manipulating each other, or catching a virus and knowing that your much older senior citizen, a mother who is the current monarch, is fighting cancer. You just so happen to give her a visit and cough around her, and she catches it. And unfortunately for you, she beats it, hiring people to take out the current king so that the heir, whether it's a son or a younger brother who has the children that the current king doesn't obtain, will rule. The welfare royals are built off narcissism. The Narcissus Empire. The Narcissus Royals. So when I hear Harry literally open his heart to them through his own mouth with the hope that maybe his family is like him in a sense of forgiveness and being human, but also know that his family will never change. But hey, if they're not willing to take accountability and change for the better, that's their downfall. It was very nice to see Harry speak his truth, in my opinion, the actual truth. He looked absolutely handsome, tan, and moisturized. And the fact that Charles and William being furious with Harry for standing up for his wife, like a man is supposed to do, is sickening. If they felt so furious, then why not come together as a family and back Harry? Release an additional follow-up statement supporting Harry, Meghan, and their own spouses, and vowing to always protect their spouses and children and grandchildren and future children. That would have showed the whole world the unity of family, as well as condemn racism, misogyny, etc. But oh no, it's all about the institution. Such a missed opportunity. And Camilla needs to be ashamed of herself. But she isn't. That's just not her character. She enjoyed being a kept woman. She enjoyed sleeping with a married man. Even though that married man is no good himself, if she was the right kind of woman, she would be like, look, I deserve way better than this. Um, you go back to your wife. I want to move on from you. Okay. I don't need this. I don't need this disrespect. But since she's a nasty, conniving POS, she didn't do that. And she, you know, I mean, she's extremely unattractive. I'm so sorry, but I'm not even like that type of person who would say that about a person. But I mean, unless if they're extremely ugly on the inside, so her ugliness on her inside matches her outside appearance. She deserves, whatever she gets out of this. It's not going to end well for her. So it's the audacity, and Charles should be shaming himself. He is a deadbeat father to me. The fact that he chose this Rottweiler horse hybrid over his own children during a time that they needed their father the most, it's just sickening. And wait, he just don't have any respect for anybody. Like, and he expects people to respect him. Like I said, like I mentioned before, like they have this weird, creepy vision that God chose them to rule over people, and it's just simply not the case. Yeah, but Charles, yeah, he's no king. William's no king. I honestly think that they see the king within Harry. They know that he is a king, and they hate him so much for it. And then they see Meghan, like, I mean, she made, like, Harry was already popular, but like when he got with Meghan, that was just, I mean, that just blew up, that skyrocketed, and they want to be that so bad that they will just do anything. They like, oh my God, like, okay, so we threw Harry under the bus all these years. He did all this horrible press, and yet people still love him more than me, the king, and my whore, the Holland. And then Kate, yeah. I would feel bad for her. I really would, but I don't. I can't. She's just like them. Dirty, conniving, phony, fake. She'll smile in your face, turn around, stab you in the back. Especially if William is obsessed with you. And then the thought of Harry should have married an English rose. Maybe Harry didn't want an English rose. Ever thought about that? Yeah, he dated these other women. Whoopity doo. But at the end, she didn't want it. Harry wanted an American rose. The American national flower is a rose. So he wanted an American rose or a California poppy, whichever you want to go with. So yeah, he got him an American rose. American roses, we're not, submissive. We're not doormats. We ask questions. We want to actually learn things. We actually want to work. We're smart. Like I said, like I mentioned before, we're not gonna just have anybody walk over us, and we're not gonna walk behind a man or anybody at that. Okay, so yeah, I guess maybe that's why Williams, he's so creepy. He is with Megan. Like he was just he couldn't control her. He couldn't have her submit to him like an English rose would. I mean, he probably don't even know that our flowers. He thought that this American rose was going to submit like an English rose, but it wasn't the case. And the fact that they have Camilla as an advocate or a Patreon of domestic violence charities is, I I can't even say it's laughable because it isn't. It's an insult. It really is. Since she's been pretty much abusing fellow women over the years, and also children and other individuals, just to make her ugly self look nicer in the press. And it's somebody like William, like Willie Peg. How is he, a Patreon to mental health? when he to bully his own self. He called his mother paranoid. He pretty much questioned Harry's mental health as well. Like, and he literally had him and his people make his life a living hell. And in case she shouldn't be in any Patreon, she shouldn't be a Patreon to any charity. She's that woman. The royal family are just a bunch of hypocrites. They're a bunch of liars. They're abusers. They're not very nice people. They're not good people. They really are their own downfall. I don't even see them surviving in 50 years. I know people say it's always going to be a royal family and blah blah blah. Yeah, yeah. There's always going to be a royal family. Yeah, because there's a lot of royal families around the world, but that family is utter trash. They make the Kardashians look good. At least the Kardashians are there for each other. Even if they're not getting along, they'll be there for each other. And the Westfield Royals, not the case. But it's their loss. So their loss is Harry's gain. And Harry is happy and thriving with his family, meaning Meghan, his wife, and their two beautiful children, Archie and Lilibeth, Grandma Doria, and the dogs in Montecito.
Tampon baby, Harry literally threw me under the bus.
How dare CBS and ABC flat out reject me as if I'm some peasant?
The press will hate me. Hate me. Hate me.
Oh, shut up, you blasted horse. I mean, woman. Harry ruined our monarchy.
I thought that was me. It's Meghan's fault. Harry married that American black minx while making me look like some sort of devilish stepmother. You never been a mother to me or my ungrateful brother.
Why are you in my office?
To get an advance copy of Harold's interview on The Late Show.
They will reject your request.
Not if my lawyers are.
Ha! They rejected my lawyers. The King's lawyers at that. Give it up, Willie.
Then I would throw in an exclusive.
They don't care about your bloody exclusive. Harry has always been the popular brother.
Damn you, Harry. Damn you, Yankees.
I leaked out my text messages to the fair.
You what? Bloody imbecile.
Perhaps it would make us look good. What does the text say? My reputation is ruined.
Hey, Billy, what do you think?
My God, this makes you look like the entitled brat that you are.
What?
Do you have any idea what this will look like for you? Meghan looks like the victim here. Harry would pay for this.
I don't think we can afford any more leaks at the moment, Camilla, darling. The boy has a multi-million-dollar book deal and can reveal more about us in the next one.
So we're just gonna let him get away with this?
Jason advised me to leak this text message to the fair.
Looks like Jason the Yank wants Kate out.
And Harry's showing to the world that I pushed him? Like I'm some sort of madman who was constantly incandescent with rage?
Well, you are.
And you're a bitter, jealous, lazy bore. And Harry expects us, blood royals, to apologize. We're now the laughingstock in the entire world.
It's that bloody American. I can't stand her ever since she refused my advances.
What?
What's wrong with me asking Harry about having possibly darker-skinned children? And or me demanding that he shaves off his beard?
Well, the beard does work for Harry.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, Harry looks so handsome.
Not any more handsome than I am.
He's more handsome than you.
Shut up.
And the nerve of him sharing what's happened regarding the plane ride to see Mummy.
He made me look like a heartless, insecure monster.
For that, I agree with him.
What?
You could have been the bigger person and let Harry ride the plane. It's nobody's fault that you and Kate decided to no longer live together.
You're practically divorced.
All I care about are all the jewels.
Not so fast, Olive Oil. As Queen Consort,
The joy is mine.
Oh, rubbish.
Shut up, Kate.
No, you shut up.
Go find Andrew, your drinking buddy.
Go find Rose, your packing body.
All of you, out of my office, at once.
Well, there you have it for this podcast. As I mentioned earlier in the podcast, I will be doing a separate video for the Stephen Colbert interview with Harry, which I'm really excited about. And I already got started with the Harry book. I'm listening to it on Audible while I'm working. So yeah, I'm gonna continue listening to that once I'm done with this shift. And yeah, the randomness in me always notice this stuff. But have you guys noticed in the Audible, the introduction, when a guy says, "This is Audible," and then they have like the person, I guess, the professional narrator person that's introducing the story. I thought that was so cool that Harry decided to do that instead. He didn't do the "this is Audible" part, but he did his intro to his own book. So yeah, that was awesome. It was very creative. It just brought everything together. It was absolutely perfect. So yes, the next video after this one will be the Stephen Colbert commentary, which I'm so excited about. And in the meantime, I hope that you all are enjoying Harry's book and that your days be full with blue skies, sunshines with positive vibes. I'd like to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Also, join the membership. I have the link inside the description box. My name is Deanna, and you are watching Thriving with the Successes. Talk to you soon.